As a witch, remember that sometimes the simplest working is talking to your spirits about it. Sometimes that's it. Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes put the candle down. Listen, if you need the candle, pick it back up. Also, though, sometimes we don't need it. Sometimes all we need to do is sit and talk to the spirit. Sometimes they're waiting for us. They're just sitting there waiting for it. I wonder when they're going to talk about it. I wonder when they're going to put the pieces together with their and talk about it. Because they're going to sit and listen. They're your spirits. They're on your team. Of course, they're going to hear you out. It's a work to do that. It's a weaving to do that. To sit and to give offering of your words. Now they can come through and give offering of words to you. They're also going to be able to understand what you're going through, how you feel about it, what's happening, what's your perspective on things. You ever sit and listen to somebody talk and you can see, like, they don't even see this yet. Like, it's clear to you because you're on the outside perspective, right? But they don't see it yet. The spirits look at us like that. Plus, they're like really old, okay? Not in offense, but they're old. They're way older than we are. Well, by a lot. By like majority, like a lot, okay? So they have these like really, really beautiful large perspectives where if we just sit and talk with them, when we sit and talk with them, yeah, they're going to be able to help us out with what is necessary or give us the perspective we need, help us heal, let us know what it is we need to do next. So if you're ever feeling a little bit lost in the spirit, lost in the sauce, right? You're ever feeling a little bit, I don't understand what's going on. Talk to your spirit. What is it that I need to do now? How do I do this? What about this spell work? Could I refine this or get better? What about this kind of practice? Could I refine this, get better? What about these relationships in my life? How do I feel about those? Sit and talk. The other part of this to remember astrologically also is that with Uranus and Gemini, that's a 7-year transit. Now, it is still going to retrograde back into Taurus. The retrograde starts September 6th. It'll move back into Taurus November 8th. February 4th, it'll go direct in Taurus of 2026. And then April 26th of 2026, that's when it'll go back into Gemini. The 26s of the year 2026, interesting. April 26th is an astrological, like, assuredness date. There's something happening. January 26th, Neptune, I think it re-enters Aries on that day, so like another 26. Look out for the 26s in the year 2026. Wild. Anyways, that was such a side note. But going back, Uranus has to do with the primordial spirits, okay? So it's like grandma, grandpa of the spirit, grandmothers and the grandfather. The spirits that were here before Earth even was a real tangible existence. Old, all right? Old. Love them. Old. Stories untold. Old. Wild. Thinking about that sometimes is like just a crazy place to be mentally. Anyways, though, with Uranus and Gemini, the more that we talk to the spirits, the more they're going to be able to move things within the primordial spaces. Nature, animals. Do you involve animals in your practice? Do you have a familiar? Do you use bones? Okay, things as such. Technically, we are animals too. So there's that. Our primal nature of things, right? Yeah. So the more that we talk about it, the more that can get done. The maybe uncomfortable part of Uranus and Gemini is we don't know what's going to come out of our mouth until we start talking about it. Once we start talking about it, now I get it. Now I understand. Could be maybe you just needed a soundboard. You ever had a conversation, it was completely one-sided, but you figured out the thing that you were trying to figure out and you couldn't have done it without that person just sitting there and listening to you? Okay, sometimes the spirits are like that too. As funny as it may be, it's true. So gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Remember that talking to the spirits is a working, and talk to them when you need. They'd probably be glad to hear from you. Keep up the brew that you do. I will too. And I'll talk to you soon. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I guess that there was a lot to put together in my brain at that moment, but yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Also true.